July 26, 2022. It was a day when the Multiversus beta officially was released to the public. It came out to mostly positive reviews and focusing on its fast combat and variety of characters. May 30th, 2025, we say goodbye to Multiversus. This really sucks. When I first heard about Multiversus, I was immediately sold on the idea. It felt like something I have dreamt of since I was a kid watching Cartoon Network. I didn't want a game like Battle Crushers, no, I wanted a game that's similar to a fighting game. Not even a game like Super Smash Bros, but a fighting game in general. As you can tell, I was bloodthirsty as a child. So when I saw the first leak of showing the roster for Multiversus, you bet I was excited. It was more fun when I saw the cinematic trailer for it. Shaggy basically being the meme from 2019 meant something to me. I'm also a sucker for seeing trailers or cutscenes of characters that I know of interact with each other. That's why I enjoy something like Subspace Emissary so much. That was one of the most requested things I wanted to see when this game came out. Well, not just that, but the game overall being fun with different variety of characters and different modes. Then the beta came out on July 19th, 2022. For most of the time I played it, I had a really good time. And a lot of people really enjoyed it as well with how fun the gameplay was. Like the speed of the gameplay and the focus on 2v2 battles, which I know has been done before in other fighting games, but seeing it in a big game like this was awesome to see. I looked back at my old footage from the beta and I have a lot of good and bad things to say about it. First off, the main menu and the UI in general is better than the updated version they came out with. I don't know how to say it, but I just like the UI more because of how clean it is. And the fact that it used to be only 2 currencies makes me sad to think about. I also remember having a problem with the lack of stages that were available. And yes, I get it, it's in the name, beta, but I would have been fine with a couple more stages. I mean, you have a lot to work with the many franchises you can put in this game. And I don't know if this is just delusion placed in my brain, but I remember unlocking characters was a lot more easier to do back then. It felt before that matches actually gave you a lot in return for playing, which was nice to see. My biggest gripe with the game during the beta was the lack of content being put out. Like, you can pump out a bunch of characters, yeah, but new modes and stages are great enhancements for any game in general. Last other small things I remember from the beta was that in the beginning of it, I wouldn't love anything more than Taz choking on glass, honestly. And the Battle Pass was decent. I mean, for the time being, I get it. But the beta was a good time in general. Then it died. This was eventually going to happen because of the player count looking like Death Valley at this point, but you can't blame people, especially since the lack of care that was put behind this game. Like, most of the characters game release were just fucking weird. This is Warner Bros. We are talking about. You have so many franchises to pick from, and some of the characters you picked from are 2 characters from Gremlins and a clear advertisement to the equivalent of a broken femur. That's most of the stuff we got post-release, and I was just sitting there like a lost child at a store, but instead of getting help from an employee, I'm being shoved stuff to buy in my face by them. The game was not ready to come out after a few months of the beta. You can tell from the content in the beta's life that it just felt like a rushed job. They announced it would come back in 2024, and many waited in anticipation for an announcement. Until March 11, 2024, they came back with an update with a video talking about the many new stuff coming to the relaunch. There is now rollback netcode. When they were talking about this and how they have improved the online service, I was in the mindset of thinking I will have to see it to believe it. Then they switched it into Unreal Engine 5 and talked about the new visuals with the game, and the release date was announced to be on May 28th, 2024. I was scared shitless. I just kept asking myself before the launch, are they actually going to listen to feedback? Will it die again? What characters are they going to add? And what type of stuff will they do to keep a solid fighting community? But before the release date, we got some news involving the game. McDonald's Happy Meals. I mean, sure. An NHL collab. I kept seeing this and questioned if Multiverse was actually just a tax write-off, but then we finally got a new cinematic trailer for the game. This showing off the newest character for the game, Joker. He's a no-brainer choice for the game, and the fact they had Mark Hamill voicing him was a big bonus. Then the Rift Mode trailer came out, and I was one of the few people to be tricked into thinking that this looked good. Constant events with a story behind it that rewards you sounded great in my head. Well, it is a great idea unless you have one of these bastards get their hands on it. And what I'm about to say right now will make me Mr. No Fun, but the trailer and how it was produced made it feel like a turnoff to me. It just felt like they were trying too hard with how they want to be presented to people. Give me a guy with a narrator voice talking about the mode and do 1 or 2 of those moments, I guess. Banana fucking guard! A lot of people hated this announcement. I was one of the delusional ones. I defended this terrorist! I will elaborate later on why I hate this fucker so much. The final thing we got before the launch was the cinematic trailer that revealed Jason Voorhees and Agent Smith. The main takeaway for a lot of people for this trailer, why is he built like that? This was my peak when it came to the excitement for this game. I was sold on to the game not only with this, but the fact that I got to keep the characters I had during the beta and the Battle Pass being free for me was the cherry on top. May 20th finally arrived. I immediately started up the game and it was time to fucking Fuck me! So not only am I going to talk about this game, but while talking about sections for this game, there will be parts of interviews played that I did with two people involved in the Multiversus realm. That being RPS FGC, a content creator for Multiversus, and NyleStylez, a former member of the Multiversus Ambassador program. I think we should start off with something that's hampered not only this game, but with other games in Warner Bros.
You greedy pig.
Greed hurt this game so much since the beginning of the relaunch. All you need to look at is the fact that you have to pay to get all the characters. Yes, you can grind out the game and eventually you will get all the characters for free, but that takes ages to go through because of the lack of progress you earn from battles. It didn't help new people that try to get into the game that weren't looking to pay anything. They have two characters at the beginning, that being Shaggy or Banana Guard, who, by the way, are the most annoying characters in a fighting game.
Super hot take. I actually don't think unlocking characters was that hard before. It actually, in my opinion, was not actually that bad to unlock fighters. You just had to like actually, play the game consistently, at least in comparison to other like League of Legends, for example. League of Legends, I think it is just as hard, if not harder, to unlock like certain characters. Now, is there things that they could have done, like experience better? Like, for example, League of Legends, a thing that they'll do is like they make the beginner-friendly champions or like characters a lot cheaper, I guess what would be fighter currency, which Multiversus did not do. Every character was like 6,000, or no, it's like 3,000 and 6,000 if they were new. Fighters Road was like the worst possible thing they could have done, to hearing the criticism of characters are too difficult to obtain. Not only are characters just as, if not more difficult to obtain, you also have no ability to actually choose what character you wanted to unlock.
Now, if they really wanted the cash for the characters, I can somewhat get behind the model of putting them in the Battle Pass. They did this with Jason, Samurai Jack, and Powerpuff Girls. But they changed the model of the Battle Pass for the Raven season. Now, instead of paying for a Battle Pass and a character together, you now have to buy the character and the Battle Pass separately for $10 each. Huh? And now there are two Battle Passes now. Why was this an idea in the first place? My assumption is that they were thinking of ideas to bring back a good player count, so they decided to pump out more content, but at the same time ask for more money from the consumer, which makes no sense. Maybe I'm just bitchy, but all of this here was my breaking point with this game, honestly. I would heavily rely on spending money instead of having people earn the rewards by I don't know, playing the game. Warner Bros. Isn't new to this much greed in the game. Suicide Squad, the entire existence of Quidditch Champion, Mortal Kombat DLC priced like that? Overpriced bundles have been popping out everywhere since the beginning of human evolution, but what is something I cannot get behind is the prestige currency store. It's all just so poorly priced considering how long it takes to earn all of these. I just don't know why this currency exists. There are other stuff they have done, like no XP while playing online matches, or the fact that not everyone was available to play in local play. Those things are eventually fixed, but those things should have not been a thing in the first place. I mean, that's the case for all of these examples of greed from Multiversus.
I don't want to play a game where it feels like I'm clocking into a job, especially for like fighting game players. Like fighting game players in like the fighting game community, a lot of them very against things that are free to play, and they don't want to have to pay to have power. Fighting game players love this idea of everything being worked around like a balance, where everybody can kind of get access to things, and things, if things are power, like DLC characters and stuff like that, they're priced reasonably. With Multiversus, it just kind of felt like, you had this idea of like characters being locked behind the battle pass. You have to spend a lot of time, like I said, basically feel like you're clocking into a job. It's either do that or drop a bunch of money to get it, and it just felt really, really bad.
But let me tell you something that's also really annoying and greedy. So the Rift mode was one of their big new features for the relaunch. You have events that happen every few weeks filled with new challenges to go through with rewards coming out of it. And you have a story behind it through dialogue between characters. Now, depending who you are, you might like Rift mode. If you want to get away from online matches, this is a good way, I guess, of trying something else different in the game. But there are many problems in this mode that hamper it. All I need to say is this: the Agent Smith Rift event.
What they did with Agent Smith for me was like the straw that broke the camel's back. They had some sort of like rift mode where you had to like complete a whole bunch of missions just to unlock Agent Smith.
This is one of the worst experiences I have gone through in a video game. If you want Agent Smith for free and 2 weeks before he comes out, you have to play many of the rift events on here. Then repeat them 20 times in different difficulties. And don't forget the many requirements for the gems to progress in the event. This is the type of stuff that gets people assassinated. If you want to collect all the gems here, many of the battles require people to bring another friend along in this mode. Hey friend, want to come in this torture chamber with me? Why not make it possible to achieve everything solo? It just makes it more tedious to go through. And if one person in your team doesn't have the certain gem requirements to proceed, then they have to do the battles now by themselves. Then the other person in the team has to wait to keep progressing so you can make sure you can get all the gems. Other gem requirements force you to have certain characters or certain aspects of characters. It's even worse when they require you to have a certain event skin. Forcing people to get a certain skin to get all the gems is crazy. The Rift mode wasn't designed to have fun. It was designed to be grindy and tedious to go through. I just don't know who in their right mind would do something like this. I did. I'm the problem. Man, I don't know if it was just the gems that we were playing with, but this Shaggy and Banana Guard battle that we went through took so long.
Oh my... Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh my... Why is it so hard? Oh my god! I'm still in a bubble. This shit's crazy. Oh my god! They beat the dog shit out of you. Oh no! God damn it, dude!
You gotta protect me somehow.
Come on! Come on! Kill us! Yes! Oh my god! Holy hell!
We finally did it. After the Agent Smith event, I will never play the Rift mode again. It's an awful mode that doesn't really greatly reward you for playing it.
It was fine, but it wasn't making anyone play Multiversus that wasn't already like kind of interested in the game. I think that the idea of a consistently updating like single player Rift mode, it creates a much bigger load than is necessary. I wish instead what they did, they just kind of put the single player on the back burner for a little while until it was like something spectacular. I'm talking like Subspace Emissary. If they just dropped a single Subspace Emissary-esque thing like later into the game's lifespan, I think it would have went over great and they would not have needed to even touch single player anymore.
If you want to experience boss battles, then I guess you can try this. But this mode is not worth playing in my eyes. But hey, all of this stuff wouldn't be possible without the... I'm not gonna go through all the characters, I'm just gonna go through the new characters they added. So for the other characters, I'm just gonna say a sentence and leave it there. F off. You know what, I'm glad your game got canceled. Whatever, I guess. He's beating my ass with sandals? He's actually the only one that's going to die. He's a baller. That hammer! You can be my American boy. Where's his gem? That's my guy for real.
Listen to this track, bitch.
She's here, and that's all that matters. He's here, and that's all that matters. She's hot, and that's all that matters. I will never forgive him for his crimes. Now he's actually dead. Wait, why is it another voice actor? Oh, why are you here? The hierarchy of power in Multiversus will change. You and your stupid car! Jason Voorhees, also known as a hidden character from WWE All-Stars. I think it's pretty cool that Jason's here. Hearing him be announced for the game was really surprising for me because I never really saw him as a candidate. I'm not saying he's not worthy of it, but when I think of Warner Bros. And their mentality, I don't think they're gonna pick Jason. But nonetheless, he is here, and I do like how he plays. Sure, very predictable and very slow, but I think for the moveset they put for him, I think they did a pretty good job. Banana Guard. Alright, so Banana Guard, I don't know, there's a lot on him. I don't know, like, he's a banana, so I mean, that's a thing. Yeah, Joker. I already kind of said how I felt with Joker in the game, but when it comes to his moveset, it's basically what you expect from a moveset from Joker. An average Joe can enjoy this guy and pick him up for a while, but I would rather pick many other people from this game. Agent Smith. Personally, I think he is the greatest character of all time, and I'm not saying that because I feel like I have to after wasting my life away on a certain mode. Isn't it weird we got Agent Smith, but we never got Neo? I didn't see Neo in any of the leaks that I saw. I mean, Gizmo and Stripe are here. Why not him? Samurai Jack. Beetlejuice, also known as Please Watch This Movie. He's whatever, but it's just a feeling around him that he's only here as an advertisement for the movie. Yes, I know, this applies to many other characters and many other fighting games, but out of everyone you could have chose from, I don't know. The Powerpuff Girls. They are one of my favorite new additions in the game. Each of them are playable when you switch them around, and each one of them are equipped with different moves. They have been requested heavily, and it was a no-brainer choice to put them here. Nubia! I thought this was like another Beetlejuice situation where they would just put her because she's in a show or movie. No, she's not. I mean, if you count comics as a reason for this, then I guess, but this slot just feels wasted. Raven, another top requested character for the game. I haven't played much games with her, so I can't really give out an opinion on this, but a lot of people were excited for her and the other new character here, Marceline. So much so that many thought it would save the game. Well, and as for Marceline, I like her moveset a lot, especially the fact she uses her guitar as part of her attacks. Aquaman, I mean, he was gonna be in the game someday. Aquaman was announced after the announcement of the game's death coming soon. It came out really weird to me when they showed him after the announcement. Hey everyone, this game is gonna die. Enjoy! Same applied to Lola Bunny. Ignoring the absolute wild stuff many people may post about her, I think she is a good character to have here. She's basically a mix of LeBron, Harley, and Bugs, who are really fun characters. Her moveset, special attacks, and the fact she can dunk on people is even better in my eyes. But yeah, that's all the characters. I think the roster's good, but I think there could have been a lot more done with it. There are ones that make me scratch my head, but we have a pretty good roster here. A personal wish list of mine that I wish were in the game were Mordecai and Rigby, Harry Potter, Ben 10, Gumball, and anyone from Smiley Friends.
My number one pick was always Ben 10. I really wanted Ben 10. Definitely would have made him some sort of stance-changing character. I want to say almost similar to that, kind of like a Pokemon trainer in Smash. I thought it'd be cool if like every alien acted on a cooldown, and there'd be like a normal Ben 10 mode where he's just himself, like a human, and he would transform into different aliens. You could only use each alien for a certain amount of time, and then they would go on cooldown. And the biggest weakness of Ben would be like to try to punish him or KO him while he's in his normal human form. Ben would have been one of my top picks. I would have loved Daffy. Oh, another one would be Godzilla. I think Godzilla would have been great.
I always have my personal favorites. Characters that would fit my playstyle, I'd say King Kong. I'm a big Donkey Kong player. He's my main in Smash, and he's been my main in like every Smash title. And I just thought it'd be really funny to be able to play him in Multiversus too, but just under a slightly different name. Obviously, I'm in the same boat as everyone else whenever it comes to like my childhood cartoons I would really love to see. I really like Flapjack, Chowder. Courage the Cowardly Dog is probably my favorite, but like all of those characters I knew I probably wouldn't actually play.
Now there is one question I have with this roster. Where the fuck is Gandalf? He was in the original leak of the game. Why is he not here?
I think the biggest thing there was working with the Turner estate. Not Turner, sorry, the Tolkien estate. In terms of rights with Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a very up in the air situation. Like their rights are kind of all over the place. In terms of video game rights, I believe Warner Brothers has the video game rights for it. There are certain things like, for example, when it comes to crossovers and stuff like that, it's a sticky situation, right? Because then when they have like an estate like Tolkien or whatever, right? They have to see like, oh, is this like a character they would want to have alongside all these other characters and kind of like, feel it out. And when you have crossovers, things like multiverses, it can become really sticky. And I feel as though it got to a point where maybe the Tolkien estate maybe came in. I'm not saying this is what happened, but this is what I feel as though happened. I feel as though maybe either the Tolkien estate got involved or the other IP and rights holders for Lord of the Rings got involved, and it came to a point where legally they could not put Gandalf into the game, which is unfortunate because he was most likely, I 100% believe he's finished sitting there somewhere on some Warner Brothers server, never to be touched and never to be shown to the public.
We move on from the characters, and now we talk about the main focal point of Multiversus. Yes, everyone, it's slow, it's really floaty, but I was one of the few people that defended this. I don't know, I really didn't have a problem with it. Maybe I'm just delusional, perhaps. Outside of that though, you can tell there was a drastic difference between the beta and the relaunch. And the fact that many people criticized the gameplay should have signaled alarms, but no, they say this is fine. I really enjoy the 2v2 focused gameplay they do here, and the abilities that characters have to help their teammates, especially teaming up with friends or family. Each character holds a signature perk for a battle. All of them contain different ones depending on which one you choose. I really like this aspect a lot for the gameplay. Balancing wise, I mean, do you really see people play Marvin? You obviously have the pains of the world, but that comes from any fighting game. A lot of characters rely on spammable moves which could get really annoying. It can be one of the most demotivating things to go through. I'm having a great run of offense with my teammate, then here comes Banana Guard shoving a spear up my ass. And then you have those people that will be a lot more harder to win with. Velma, Tom and Jerry, Raindog, Taz. People that were affected a lot from the beta and never recovered from it. I would say the stages are pretty good. Throne Room, Bat Cave, Water Tower, and Tree Fort are the best ones. And Midnight Showing and Back to the Past are definitely stages. Then recently for some reason they just put out random unfinished stages. My favorite stage? Goddamn Beach 2. Overall, the gameplay is something I really enjoyed. It's not perfect at all, and I would personally pick the beta gameplay over the relaunch gameplay. They, however, fixed the gameplay with the combat being quicker after many people complained about it. If only this wasn't done after they announced the death! So now you fix it? This is like when Mortal Kombat 1 finally got crossplay after many months being released. It just made no sense why they decided to change it up after many months of the audience telling them to do so. Literally, that was the main complaint starting from day one. Is it good they did it? Sure, but now? And it isn't a Multiversus video if we don't talk about the biggest thing they are known for. Plenty of characters, stages, and event plans have been leaked about this game, through codes or just straight up models of characters. I'm not gonna say all of them because we would be here for a long time. I'm neither gonna show them because Warner Bros will hunt me down, but a lot of leaks involve the characters Daffy, the Wicked Witch, Godzilla, Gandalf, and Scooby-Doo.
Part of the ambassador program, I was privy to a lot of information, so we got those heads ups every once in a while for content. I wish we got early access to characters. That was something I wish we had, even though I know they were very afraid of leaks. That was one thing that was definitely that was definitely something that scared them a lot, was leaks.
If they were really strict about new stuff for the game being leaked, then they were terrible at that job. It's just sad that we'll never see these characters in a game like this for a long time, especially since some of them are nearly done in development.
I believe way back then, when the game was in development, that a lot of things were a lot of characters were done, either put onto the back burner or shelved because of some sort of micromanagement, whether that be on WB's part or PFG's part. I have no idea. Certain characters and stuff like that are done. We just never got them because other people, either higher ups within either one of the organizations, have changed what the priorities were.
It's whatever at this point. They gave up on this game a long time ago, after the player count decreased heavily after the first couple weeks of the relaunch. This is for me, but if we are just talking about the gameplay, I really like Multiversus. Outside of that, I'm taking it out the back like Old Yeller. A lot of people pointed at other stuff for the fall Multiversus. Many blamed Warner Bros. Many blamed Pacific people that I'm not going to say. So instead, I'm just going to put a picture of Tony Soprano on the screen. And many even blamed themselves. That's just straight up stupid.
There were several suggestions that a lot of creators and a lot of us collabed together and came up with ideas for different stuff that could help the game. Most of the time, those suggestions fell on deaf ears, unfortunately. The information y'all are seeing on the internet is there for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say. And that regards any bad stuff that or anything regarding the death of Multiversus.
I don't know. A lot of people have their own takes on this, on who is to blame, but whoever is to blame, they are the reason why this game is dead. A greedy system for all players, constant mistreatment towards the community, false promises, lack of content, and just an overall mess of a game that was only made to catch a check. And that didn't even work. If this game dropped instead for like $30 or $40 and had the same thing going like what Nickelodeon All-Stars 2 has, like with their story mode, their unlockable characters, and all that jazz, I think this game would come out more positive. But no, it has to be free to play. There has to be a battle pass, and there has to be extremely overpriced fighters and cosmetics, because that's the only way games these days can succeed.
When it comes to Multiversus, unfortunately, there was mismanagement for the game in almost every aspect of it. I think a lot of the things that people are seeing online for Multiversus of what happened with the game, more or less, for the most part, I can believe. With the company literally being named Player First Games, that they would have the players' interests at heart. But it came to a point where that name meant nothing. I was a top tier Multiversus glazer. Like I was gonna keep it real. I love this game. If I could have, I would have been still be making content on this game for the foreseeable future, for the next 5-10 years. If had they gotten their stuff together, I would have continued to make content on Multiversus till the cows come home. We don't live in that timeline, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That just didn't happen.
The biggest mistake by far was remaking the game from the ground up. Not only, like, okay, I'm a person who has the unpopular opinion that I actually prefer the new speed over the old speed, and this is as someone who's played. I put over like 1,000 hours in the Multiversus beta. I think the biggest thing that people were the most disappointed about, and what really killed a lot of the big hype, was the fact that whenever the game relaunched, there was less stuff in it than the beta. Like, sure, they had rifts and stuff, but at the end of the day, they were like missing a lot of skins. They were missing like basic training mode features. They were missing. I genuinely think they would have been way better off if they just built off of what they already had and then added content onto that. Instead, they wanted to essentially create this mountain to climb, where they had to restart from scratch and remake the entire game in a year. Anyways, the TLDR, the worst decision that they made, in my opinion, was remaking the game from scratch and having less content to show for it.
Will I miss Multiversus? Yes and no. I'll miss it for the times I had with friends of mine on either quick play or custom battles, or the times of trying out a brand new character out when a new season drops. But I won't miss it at the same time for the overall treatment the team behind this gave to everyone that supported it. So now, we finally say goodbye to Multiversus. Now for the rest of this video, it's going to be highlights and funny moments I had with my friends while during this game's life. Enjoy.
Have you ever thought, like how it would feel if someone like bit your dick?
Kill these motherfuckers! Kill them, I just want one of them dead.
Oh, shit. There's
Kill
one.
Spider-Man.
There's two. Okay, we need one.
Tyler.
I'm not gonna lie. That one, I wasn't paying attention in the beginning. I wasn't paying attention in the beginning of that one.
Oh my god.
It's cool, like
Tyler?
Oh wow, okay.
Nice.
What?
How did you what?
how did he live? What?
But Tyler survived? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm just that guy apparently, but like.
No!
No, Israel.
Capitalize, VJ!
Get him!
That was a good attempt.
I knew that was happening too, I saw it.
We're tied. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're tied.
I didn't hear that shit till you're one up.
Oh my god. No!
Oh.
Wow.
It's alright, Israel.
I get it. What are you trying to sugarcoat me for? The fuck?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not even talking, like, in that sense. I'm just talking, like, in general. Like, it's okay that we lost.
If that was me, I would not take that.
Israel, it's okay, buddy. Oh, it's okay. We got him next time.
It's alright, buddy. Just rubbing your shoulders. It's alright, buddy. You're okay, pal. You know, all I'm saying is that, you know, if it was me, you know.
I wouldn't do that, personally. That's just me.
That's just me. You know, there was a dodge button. I don't know if you knew. That
Yes!
Oh my god, no way! No way that hit! You're tied, bitch!
No, we're not. We're 3-2.
We just won the last match! No, we just won the last match! We just won the last match!
Who do you main, Aiden? Who do you main?
Your mom.
Oh!
Damn! In his face!
You're talking to ex-Brawlhalla pros here. My man here hasn't played too much of this yet, so.
For reference, I'm garbage.
He's a part-timer right now, okay? He's like is like out of his prime, like a 40-year-old, like let's say like.
Hey man, let him go, man. Get off his dick.
I'm just saying, it's called
Get
facts.
off-
You
bro,
are
it's
in my team. You
cool.
should be rooting for me too.
But I'm saying, bro, like it looks bad.
Oh my god.
You
Oh
are
my
on
god.
my team. You should be talking too.
All I'm saying is it looks bad. No way, I missed that.
Get that. Get that.
Oh,
Give me this. Oh wait.
Oh.
Good time, boy.
No way.
Oh no, wait.
Wait,
Get him.
wait, we just gotta get Jason.
Yeah.
Just get Jason. Oh, kill his bitches.
Nice.
No, I tried.
Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't
I'm
die.
trying here.
Nice. Watch out for the gloves. Come on.
Get it.
Oh!
Get him.
Come on! No, you didn't get the hit by that. Are you kidding me? No!
No, he got juggled. I was literally sprinting. I was sprinting.
I was on my
You were just doing like that.
That scared the crap out of me too. No! No!
Bro, the grab was an insta kill.
Hey, yeah, it's corner 2. Damn.
What's up?
I wish you actually consumed glue. God.
I do actually.
Was that what you work at? Glue
Yeah, the glue consuming factory.
Go taste different kinds of glue throughout the day.
I just sit there and taste it all day. That's
Sorry,
my
man, this
job.
glue tastes better.
Just that one
Glue.
right there.
Nothing beats just crunching into a nice frozen stick of Elmer.
Exactly, like a purple one.
Yeah, but nothing's better than eating Reese's flavored chapstick.
No, you're gonna catch these hands now.
I'm so sorry.
Nice, nice.
Oh! Relax there.
Trying not to die. I'm gonna be dead here.
Let me get this.
Come on!
Yes. Okay.
No!
No way. We were so
God.
close.
God. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh God.
You're fine, you're fine. Nice!
Putting up shaggy numbers.
Shaggy numbers. Put up triple cheeseburger.
What does it
Okay.
mean?
What does that mean? Tell him, Israel. Tell him. Talk to him.
Yeah, with the triple cheeseburger.
Oh shit! Oh, Tyler, we need to get back on the stage! Oh my god! Good shit. Good shit.
It's alright. I'm so ready to kill Israel.
That was,
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh god!
oh my god. Good
Nice!
shit.
Oh god,
Oh
no!
my god. I'm dead. Oh,
No, don't die,
I'm
please.
dead
I said don't die, and then I saw you get knocked.
now. Alright, y'all didn't ask for it. Sick of y'all, man.
It's Marvin time.
Oh goddamn. Are we losing that bad, Tyler?
Oh, what do you mean? Banana Gun's fun to play.
Nice.
Whatever.
Nice. Nice. There we go. You're out in the open. Of course we're gonna get you. Yeah.
What?
Tyler, I don't know why you're doing that.
Yes!
I'm gonna need him to lock in right now.
Did you just say you needed me to lock in?
I need you to lock in.
I need a different partner.
Lock in,
What
bro.
the-
Lock in.
I need a different partner. I've been getting double kills this whole time.
Oh no. Nice, Tyler. Nice. Nice.
Oh shit, did we do
You're
that?
fine, you're fine, you're fine.
Oh my god, nice.
Okay.
Tyler, all the kills.
Nice. Good.
God damn it,
Let's
dude.
go. So Tyler, what were you saying about those kills? Yeah.
I
He
muted
muted.
it. You muted it.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my. Can't do anything without your help, bud.
Oh my god. Yeah, they got me. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Watch out, yep. There it goes! Let's go!
Nice.
It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright, Tyler. You know, all of us make mistakes.
There it is. Please. Yeah, I'm dead. Please, kill him. Kill Garnet. Kill Garnet. Focus him.
Off my nuts. Off my nuts, Tyler. God.
Did you see? Did you notice? There was a point in time by the end of the game when I got down smashed by 2, where you know they were just on one side of the platform and you were on the other. It was just like, you know, we were separated by a good, 15, 20 feet. You know what I mean?
I got launched to the other side. They were literally guarding.
There you go. Yep.
See, I just don't understand why we're not switching up teams.
We're not switching.
Tyler wants to get a win with this matchup.
This has been like the second time in a row that I've been with this.
He wants to get a win with this matchup.
Work with me,
You have to
Tyler.
respect them.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good
Got
shit.
killed? That's crazy. Ooh.
There you go.
Dude.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Oh, it's nice.
I refuse to play this matchup.
Come on, no. We need you two need get
This is not helping me. Scheiße. Survive as long as you can. I'm coming.
Bye. Oh wait. No! Oh my god! He got it! He got it! He got it! No! He got it!
Yes.
Oh! He's did it! He did it!
Damn it.
He's done it!
Damn it.
He nearly quit Multiversus.
I told you. I told you we can do it.
Oh, I might be dead yet.
Give me that!
Greedy. I got greedy. We both got greedy.